Man, I have not been this excited about a truck in a long time. This thing is sick. What's up guys, Bill here from Krave Automotive. I'm one of the co-owners there, and behind me I have one of the first North American built Arctic Trucks Land Cruiser 250 AT37s. This is actually the first truck built in Canada, and we're super excited to introduce this project to you guys. So I've kind of already told this story once before, but in 2015 I went to Iceland and I got to travel all around the country and fell in love with all things Arctic Trucks. In 2020, I believe, Arctic Trucks North America announced that they were going to start building vehicles in Canada. And with Krave being such a Toyota focused shop, we obviously reached out to them. We love what they've done with the Land Cruisers and the Hilux trucks overseas. And basically we just wanted to be a part of that whole journey with them. So fast forward a couple of years here, and they released this Arctic Trucks AT37 in the UK. So these were developed in the UK for Toyota OEM to be basically a vehicle that has 37-inch tires and meet all DOT standards and compliances. So basically, we got an opportunity to work with Arctic Trucks North America and actually be the only Canadian vendor for these vehicles to be built in Canada. What's significant about that is obviously the great responsibility it takes to meet that OEM standard that Arctic Trucks has put forward in their vehicles, and I'm really, really proud of what we've actually been able to produce. At the core of this build is obviously the 37-inch tires. The tire that we chose on this build is the Yokohama Geolandar G017 ATXD. This tire is an all-season, 3-peak rated, studdable tire that we absolutely love. We've been using these tires in our shop and a lot of our builds all year round, whether it's winter or just a summer tire. And it absolutely performs great, especially out on these rocks, out on the ice, out on the snow. So we thought, what better than a tire like this for this Arctic Truck build? For the wheels, these are a 17 by 10 wide forged Arctic Truck specific wheel for this build, and it's got some stance. So obviously guys, to control that stance, we have the iconic Arctic Truck fenders, and that's really what makes these trucks. These trucks have to stay compliant in the UK, in Iceland, Norway, where a lot of these trucks are actually daily driven by a lot of people. They've got a lot more stringent road rules than we do here in North America, and so they have to stay compliant with their DOT style standards. To fit this tire package, we only lifted this truck 1.5 inches. So let's look at the suspension. So the suspension on this truck, guys, is the R53 suspension. It's a UK-based company, and they make absolutely beautiful boutique-style suspension that's used in a lot of Formula-style cars, as well as the Dakar Rally. This suspension has a racing pedigree, and it really shined on these hard-hitting roads that's just, super bumpy. And basically what we also did is we had to stretch the suspension a little bit in order to actually fit those tires on the back of this truck, so we didn't have to start cutting into the doors of this vehicle. So suspension stretched, we got racing pedigree suspension in here, and then obviously we had to do some cutting. So to fit those fenders and to fit this tire with only 1.5 inches of lift, we did a ton of tubbing, a ton of cutting, which unfortunately I cannot show you guys because it's all covered by these amazing factory finish fender flares on the inside and fender liners as well. Now let's talk about some of the other fun stuff on this truck. So one of the other options that we also chose for this truck was the actual Arctic Trucks running boards. It just kind of completes the whole profile of this truck. It fits the fenders really nicely. It fits those big Arctic Truck mud flaps that honestly kept this vehicle pretty clean. And yeah, they look pretty great, and they're sturdy, and they work really well. This truck's got lots of Arctic Truck badging. We've got the AT37 badging on the side, some tire pressure related badging on the front here, and then on the back you've got the Arctic Trucks AT37 badge as well. On the inside there's some really cool features, different shift knob, there's some other small Arctic Truck placards, and on the door sills there's an Arctic Truck badging as well. So lots of little unique things, and what's really cool about these actually come with a certificate of authenticity. This would not be a Krave build if we didn't take things off script a little bit. So we worked with Green Lane Off-Road, and we got their stump style bumper in here. It looks absolutely factory, you almost can't even tell, but it houses a Warn VR winch, Baja S8 light bar, and a Fat 55 flat link as well. Underneath we have full skid plates from Green Lane, and as well as the A-arm skids, and it looks really good, and it gives full coverage of that whole underbelly of this vehicle. And then on the roof we have a Green Lane roof rack, which you can put your roof box on, your mountain bike racks, your rooftop tent, what have you, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And then to finish this off, we worked with SPS Coatings in Calgary, and we got this vehicle fully stealth wrapped with their graphene coating as well. And you can tell, like, we went through tons of dirt, tons of mud through here, and this vehicle still looks somewhat clean, and that just showcases how well a stealth wrap and that graphene coating just sheds all that dirt, sheds that water, and helps keep the vehicle looking a little bit cleaner. Okay guys, just left wipers here in the AT37, and I just kind of wanted to put some thoughts to words. This truck is amazing. I didn't really know what to think when I first got in this morning. It's my first time driving a Land Cruiser for more than just around the block, and I want to shout out to Toyota. They built an amazing vehicle. It drives great. All the features, it's got comfort, it's got style, it's got off-road features, you know, the disconnecting sway bars. In that little section where I did that downhill and really got the tires articulating, it just performed, and I think that really showed what Arctic Trucks has engineered. They created a vehicle that's able to fit 37s and articulate and actually stuff those tires without any rubbing. Like, I didn't hear a single rub on this truck. I looked through the fenders. There's not a spot where the tires touched. And obviously we got onto bump stops in that section, but nowhere where I was pushing the vehicle at faster speeds was I ever on bump stops. And so absolutely amazing there. And I think, you know, obviously the engineering from Arctic Trucks, but then also the Krave team, they built just an amazing vehicle. The guys put a lot of effort into it to make sure that aesthetically it looks as good as it does. One of the things that we have to deal with in Canada that I don't think is quite a big a problem in the UK or down south in Wyoming is we have a lot of road salts. So we spent a ton of time making sure that we have good corrosion control. We painted everything. We made sure everything was covered and just prepped properly for that paint surfaces. We cut a lot out of this vehicle. Again, like I said before, we can't really see what has all been cut on this truck, but fitting 37s with 1.5 inch to lift is not an easy task, and the guys did a great job. So I'm really proud of this truck. I'm proud of being able to be a part of Arctic Trucks North America and to be able to build this truck. So yeah, just those are my thoughts on this drive back. You know, just a fun day. I wasn't sure how fast I was going to be able to drive this truck and how I was actually going to be able to push it, but the vehicle let me push it because it just drove so good, and it felt amazing. The suspension from R53 is like nothing I've really ever experienced. I have owned 2 long travel trucks personally, and yeah, a lot of times I get a little nervous when I sell a build this big to a client, and because I never know, like, is it going to perform exactly how they expect it to perform? And I think this truck exceeded expectations for both myself, and I think it will for Jeff as well. So yeah, really exciting, and I'm looking forward to building more of these. So if you have not looked into these before, check them out on our website, kraveautomotive.ca, and reach out to our sales team if you are interested in building one of these vehicles yourself. That's it. So guys, this is where we do the part where we talk about like, subscribe, follow the channel kind of stuff. Yeah? Okay, cool. Awesome guys, we had a great day. It was a lot of fun, and as you can see, this truck's nice and dirty. Time to get it back to SPS. They're gonna do detail on it for us and get it ready to get it to Jeff, the owner of this vehicle. So guys, we had a great time. This truck did phenomenal. I'm super impressed with both the Land Cruiser as well as the AT37 package. And yeah, I'm excited to build more of these. So if you guys want one, let's talk about it. And yeah, till next time.